We got a little bit of rain yesterday, August the 14th, and it didn't even do enough to wet anything. There's some places it may have made a little muddy, but we were hoping for a little more rain. I'm gonna take you to the rocky part. I tell you what I'm hoping. Bass like to have rocky places to lay their eggs, and this is that rocky place that I hope that they'll just come in. There's 2 or 3 around here that they'll come in here and lay their eggs whenever it gets full and provide a lot of natural structure up in here. This was an oyster bed. That's an oyster shell right there. See if I can find some more. I come down here and before we built the pond and get this limestone to put in our driveways and stuff. And so there's just beds of oysters all around here. There's a piece of coral right there. It's a piece of fossilized coral. That's pretty cool. Thought that was an ammonite, but it's not. Continue to look through here for a minute and see if we can find something. It just goes on for a ways, but I guess it covered them up. That may be one right there. You can tell it's kind of shaped like an oyster, but they're pretty evident. And find a sea urchin, that'd be cool. Well, I just don't see any of the oysters for the oyster bed. He may have covered it up. They weren't very deep. And I found them whenever I uncovered it with my tractor getting gravel to put in the driveway and stuff. Yeah, when you wanted to find them, you can't find them. I'll keep looking. When I find one, I'll show it to you. But they're just really stacked in here. But I'm hoping that that's where one of the places where they'll lay their eggs, the bass will spawn, and it'll be 4 or 5 foot deep up in here. And we're ready for it to rain. This is 3 times as big as our other little pond that we had. So this is a top layer of that rock. It's really thick. He said if we pulled it up, it'd just be chunks and chunks and chunks of rock, great big boulders. So this is as deep as we come, and that's 6 foot. It'll be 9 foot deep or so. And then there's these black rocks down in here in it. I don't know what they are. They're kind of everywhere. They just come up every once in a while. And then there's these brown ones. We got one on our front porch. It's just full of fossilized shells. And this is probably the deepest part right here in front of the pond. Wish we could have got deeper, but we couldn't. We couldn't get deeper. And see, and that's pretty rocky over there. We will get done walking around here. I'll go up to the house and show you the rock that's on our front porch. And it's pretty cool. It's got a looks like worm holes that have filled up. I thought that might be one, but it's not. Well, there's another piece of coral right there. That's the bottom of the old pond. He dug it all out and stacked it up there. Got it out of the way. I don't know what we're gonna do with all that dirt. We don't have any big holes around here to fill in, but we'll do something with it. And that's the outside right there. Is where that white patch is. That's where the old dam used to sit. And he dug it all out. But no rain to fill it up. These are those places that were wet the other day when I showed you. And I think that's fossil shells right there, oyster shells stacked in there. This has been wet the whole time. That grass is growing. I don't know what kind of grass it is, but it's pretty cool. And this stays wet, but it doesn't get any, it's not filling up the pond, so I don't know what it is. And that place right there, it stays wet too. It would have been cool if it had been water gushing up out of there. It would have always stayed full. There's another rock ledge. I showed y'all an ammonite that I got out of here the other day. I took it and laid it on the cellar. But anyway, I wanted to give you an update. He started on it July the 20th. And this is August the 15th. And it has been almost a month and no rain. No rain. That's the pond dam. It's funny how easy it is to see here, but when you get it on your phone, you just can't hardly get the depth of perception. Pretty wild, but it's always fun to come out here and walk around, see what you can find. Wanted to find a sea urchin. We'll find one of these days. They get broken pretty easy, and that bulldozer running over it probably crushed them all. Have to wait till water kind of washes some of them away. But anyway, we've got muddy bottoms for catfish to run around in, and rock bottoms, and places for bass to lay their eggs. And I don't know, we're still thinking about what we're going to put in here, but we can't put anything in it for a while. We got a year till we figure out if it's gonna, how quick it's gonna take to fill up and how long it'll stay. Hopefully it doesn't leak out, but I think old Carlos, he did us a good job. But his son come by yesterday, and he's an ag teacher over here, one of the little communities, and brought one of his freshmen, and they bought one of her calves, show calves. So that was fun, get to help her out a little bit. First show calf we sold. We sold a bunch of show lambs, but we just started raising cows. Got a few, and anyway, I'll go get you a picture of this rock that's on our front porch, and let you look at it, and you can tell me what you think about it. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, here's these rocks on our front porch. As you can see, all of the shells and stuff that are in it, and it's just pretty amazing. When this gets wet, it almost looks like it's got a dinosaur footprint in here, right there, there, and there. You can't hardly see it with it dry. And it'd be about 4 inches long, but you can't hardly see it. And see, then there's another one that's got all the fossils in it, the shells. There's another one. There's another one. There's I think that's a sea urchin spine right there. And then this one here, you can see, looks like a worm. Worm went through there and left behind his trail. I don't know what that is, but that's what I think it is. Anyway, they're pretty cool. We got them as steps. We walk on them. Fossils. Wow. Pretty amazing. And then here's some more. Here's some different ones here. All of these come off her place. So, tell me what you think. I still don't know that I found an oyster shell down there, but these are, but those are real oyster shells. Those didn't come out of the pond. Well, this has been Coffee Time with Art. You guys have a good day, and we will see you in the morning at 8 o'clock. We'll continue reading 1 John. Have a great day.